Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gold Rush Daily Analysis today, being on the 15th of December 2025. Actually, half the month of December. So we have been seeing the prices of gold rally. Last week we saw the price push all the way to about 43.60. Then we saw a retracement to around 43.55 thereabout. And since then we have been seeing quite some bullish sentiments, and this is what we have, right? So this is the chart, and this is what we are seeing. This is what I'm talking about. So the price went past, we had this support resistance level which was broken, and the price broke that resistance level, and it confirmed it as a support level. As you can see, the price was able now to push to this level, and from here we are seeing some quite bullish sentiments. Okay, so what might we be looking at? Just like we mentioned in the morning, we are expecting to see the price maybe probably seeing some all-time highs. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, this is what you are seeing. Also, the price still on the upper trajectory, and what will confirm that is basically once we see the price maybe take out the liquidities here, the Friday's liquidity, which the price has not been able to take out yet, right? So but we still anticipate that the price is going to push and create a new BOS, as even as it comes to these levels, the all-time highs. Okay, so if you look at this level, it was very key because that's why we had an OB, and that's where exactly the price tapped into last week, and then we saw a retracement, that is on Friday, and then we saw that push on the downside. Okay, so right now this also becomes a key level because that was on the 4-hour time frame. So if you mark it maybe probably on the daily time frame, I mean on the 1-hour time frame, so we still anticipate to see the price push, maybe probably take out these liquidities here, and maybe probably tap into this particular level. Okay, so we are riding on those bullish sentiments, and of course, this came in since last week when we saw the Fed, whereby they were able to cut their rates by 25 basis points, and also the heightened geopolitical tensions as well, which definitely tends to favor the prices of gold. Okay, so if you look at these on the 15-minute chart, so you see the price was able to take out the Asian highs here. So this is the Asian highs, where the price was able to take out that, and then we saw a retracement. So looking at this, I was anticipating the price to come to some levels here around these particular zones, right? So I was looking at the price coming around these particular levels, and from these levels maybe probably to anticipate some buying opportunities. Okay, so but we are seeing price pushing higher from this particular zone. So let's basically monitor and see how the price is going to react from these levels here. Okay, so we anticipate to see a breakout. That is my anticipation, actually, to see a breakout from that level. We have been able to see 7 weeks high being reclaimed, because if you look at this at least we see, I mean, on the weekly time frame, we see these highs here almost being reclaimed, and yeah, we're looking quite bullish here. So those are the sentiments I'll be riding on. But what is key is to be able to understand that this week it's quite a bit busy. For the dollar index, we'll be looking at the CPI. Let me filter these only to have the dollar index. Right, so for the dollar index, it will be quite busy on Tuesday, whereby we'll be looking at the ADP employment change, which is a tentative weekly employment change. We'll also be looking at the NFP, whereby we'll be having the average hourly earnings, the non-farm employment change, and also the unemployment claims. So the average hourly earnings, they are projecting an increment from 0.2% to 0.3%. The non-farm employment change, you're talking about 119K to 50K. So basically, if you look at the unemployment claims, 4.4 to 4.5. So basically, what we have in terms of forecast is a weaker dollar. But nevertheless, you realize that this data will be coming also hand in hand with the core retail sales and the retail sales data. So we might have some mixed sentiments here. And the reason why it's always cautious to approach, it's always reasonable or advised to approach the price, the markets cautiously during this time because of the likelihood of mixed data. Okay, so but the key thing is of course to mark our levels and then we wait for the price to see whether the price is going to react to our levels. Okay, so right now remember this is the Asian high, so how the price has taken out this Asian high might give us a cue in terms of or a clue in terms of price pushing even higher. Okay, because we have seen during the London session there was the breakout of the Asian high during the London session, and higher chances that this usually gives us a pattern that we are likely to see more bullish prices. Okay, we are likely to see more bullish prices. All right, so that's what I am looking at. All right, that's what I am looking at for this particular metal. And um, there is also this interesting article here that I was reading. Maybe I can put it here so that we can check it. So see, they talk about gold climbing to 7 weeks high on Fed rate cut, bet safe haven demand. So like I said, this is what is really pushing up for the prices of gold. But if you look at what we are having at the moment here, we have some bit of price consolidation per se. But I will say again, because of the NFP tomorrow, which is a very high impact news for the dollar, people might actually, or traders usually tend to shy off from the markets until after the data is out, so that now we can be able to see the fresh moves or the trend in which the market is gold is going to take. Okay, so let's approach cautiously. We see what we'll have in tomorrow's NFP, and maybe probably that is going to give us even more cues whether we are going to see all-time highs or are we going to see a correction. Okay, so that's basically what I am looking at for gold. Okay, so with that, I think so before even I end, so this is the first zone to be able to look at some buying opportunities, but also in case the price comes to these levels, it will also be good to look at some buying opportunities around this particular zone. Okay, so when the price pushes up to these levels, I would not really be hesitant in terms of selling since the price is very bullish at the moment. I would look at maybe probably the price coming to these all-time highs, creating some all-time highs, right? Creating some all-time highs, or price pushing at least to this level. That zone lies at 43.69, 43.80 thereabout, because above that we'll be talking about some all-time high. So I'm more like a bullish sidelined rather than a bearish. So in case the price comes here and we see a push on the downside, therefore we'll be looking at those retracements and being able to look at some potential buying opportunities. Okay, but in case selling from these levels, of course, proper risk management, you monitor your trade closely, because that is swimming against the tide, and you know when you're swimming against the tide you must be a very very good swimmer. So what that means is that if you're going to sell, make sure you monitor your risk management, and that will be very significant or very key. So it's something that you cannot be able to ignore, right? So that means if probably you risk 2%, then you can consider risking 1% if you're looking for selling opportunities from these levels, right? So alternatively, we might see the price push up from where it is, create a BOS, right, after taking out the London highs and these yesterday's Friday's highs, that is the New York high. then the price might retrace to some levels where we have an OB, and then now we see more bullish prices. Okay, so whichever happens, be on the lookout and be able to know how to take an entry depending on how the price is going to unfold, right? So with that, ensure you trade cautiously, you stay disciplined, you stay focused, and always remember to trade with purpose.